A girl from Hudson, Wisconsin, and her father are dead after disappearing in Lake Superior in Duluth. First responders were called to Park Point in Duluth around 4:30 yesterday afternoon. They battled strong waves to frantically search for the two. After about an hour, they found the girl and found her father later. Both died. The man was 38 and from Osceola, Wisconsin. His daughter was 10. Their names have not been released as the St. Louis County Sheriff's Office continues an investigation. A football fan feels vindicated after a jury found him not guilty of trying to disarm a police officer while being detained at a Vikings game.
His attorney feels the verdict will only help their attempt to sue the officers involved. Investigators say Anastasio Lopez was being removed from the game for fighting in the stands. A surveillance camera in U.S. Bank Stadium then shows the moment when officers took down Lopez. He was being brought to a holding center. He was accused of reaching for an officer's taser during the tussle. Lopez says his memory of that night is hazy, but he says the jury's decision proves he did not reach for the officer's weapon. Jeff Wagner reports.
I just gave in and they kept going from there.
What started as a trip from Texas to see his Vikings in action turned into a trip to jail for Anastasio Lopez. Minutes before he was in this holding room, officers were leading him down a hall. There appears to be a struggle. Then Lopez is tossed to the ground. He's punched and kneed repeatedly, then tased.
When I saw the videos, I couldn't believe what had happened. And I know I had bruises. I knew I had burn marks all over myself.
The officers' body cameras were not on during the incident, but afterwards, you can hear the officers in the footage describe what they say happened.
We were going down, and then he started to fight with us. We put him on the ground, and then he started grabbing for everything on Cragen's belt.
I'm a person that wouldn't do something like that. I just knew I wouldn't act that way. I wouldn't do something like that.
In the body cam footage, Lopez was still confused as to why he was taken down.
The last thing I ever wanted to do during this game was have to fight with somebody, though, man, honestly.
I didn't think I was fighting with anybody, but okay.
Despite the officer's claims, Lopez's lawyer says the surveillance video was the key piece of evidence that proved his client didn't start a fight with officers nor reach for a weapon.
All we have to go on was what they said. And as you can tell now by the verdict, it's not always the case.
Jeff Wagner, WCCO 4 News.
Lopez did file a lawsuit for excessive use of force against the officers involved and the city of Minneapolis. His lawyer, of course, thinks the verdict will only help their case because he says the defendants were using the criminal charge against Lopez as part of their defense.
2 women are recovering after they were hit by power lines while walking to work. The power lines fell from overhead in Forest Lake yesterday morning after a dump truck accident. One woman got dragged into the road. The other wound up face down on the sidewalk. Both went to the hospital but should be okay. Police ticketed the dump truck driver.
Minnesota Republican Congressman Jason Lewis is condemning protesters who demonstrated in front of his home in Woodbury. 19 healthcare protesters from a group called Take Action Minnesota went to Lewis's house this week. They live streamed their 12-minute protest. The group says they've been trying for months to get Lewis to hold a town hall meeting on health care.
Governing is a two-way street, and if you don't come to us, we will come to you.
And you're not sorry about this at all?
No.
You would do it again?
Yes.
Congressman Lewis says the protest makes him less likely to hold a town hall meeting, calling the protest at his home a dangerous ramping up of the rhetoric.
These are not constituents who voted for Trump and woke up and said, oh gosh, what did I do? They are dyed-in-the-wool partisans wanting to interfere and infringe upon the rights of other constituents who actually want a productive dialogue.
Organizers say the protest was not threatening and that cuts to Medicaid are the real danger.